50% of all divorces involve custody of a pet. There's an African proverb that says, if you're going to make a mistake, make it early. Last September, there was a terrible heat wave. 19 elderly people died. My mother, who's 78, called me. Her air conditioning had broken. She had reached out to the air conditioning repair people, but because of the heat wave, they said it was going to be 5 days. Well, my mother was not going to survive 5 days in 110-degree heat. And so, as I said, she did what every family member and almost all my friends do when something like this happens. She called me. Not because I'm very good at appliance repair, but because I have this system of getting a yes from someone when you can't afford a no. And so I called those repair people, and they gave me some resistance. And then they arrived at my mother's house 90 minutes later with smiles and the right parts. What I just did is called a great opening. I gave you a startling statistic. 50% of all divorces involve the custody of a pet. I gave you a dramatic quote, the African proverb, and I told you a heroic achievement story in which I was the hero. We do this when we open any conversation, presentation, or meeting because the first thing you need from an audience, and by audience I mean 1 or 1,000, the first thing you need from your audience is attention. And a startling statistic, a dramatic quote, or heroic achievement story will grab their attention and, even more importantly, wipe their mind clean. Let's start our contact management systems backwards. Let's start at the finish line. Because when Lance Armstrong runs a race, he doesn't start at the beginning and wonder how he's going to get to the finish line. He knows exactly where that finish line is, and then he works backwards. So for all of the players in your life, your customers, your prospects, your boss, your suppliers, for all the folks with whom you have to interact in order to get to the place that I call success, let's start by having a relationship outcome that is, with customers, for me it always is, 10 referrals. To get the 10 referrals, I got to get the upgrades and add-ons. To get the upgrades and add-ons, I got to get the first order. To get the first order, I got to do that user training usually. To get the user training, I got to have the meeting where I show the proposal. To get the meeting where I have the proposal, I got to pick up that phone and get the first meeting. So if we have a relationship map for the players that matter, the people that play a role in our lives, then we know just how far we can get. And we have a map, milestones, a destination, and we will get there in time, God willing, to enjoy it.